this weekend. Today we're going to put the iRobot S9 Plus against his little brother, the J7 Plus, and we're going to do a full cup of Fruity Pebbles on carpet and a hard surface. I'm going to try to spread them out in the same way. We're going to let them run one time and see how well they clean against each other. We're also going to have, just for fun, one little pile of poop. That'll show the J7 should avoid that with no problem. I honestly am not sure if the S9 will avoid that or just plow right through it. We will find out in this test. So as you can see, we have a thick carpet section and then a hard section as well. We're going to let them clean one time. The S9 I am going to put on its maximum suction, and of course the J7 only has one setting on its suction power. So we're going to see if that extra suction really makes a huge difference or not in this test. The amount of Fruity Pebbles is quite a bit. Both robots should have to go back and empty itself at least once in this test. And after it's done, we'll compare the results and see which one does a better job cleaning overall. So let me go ahead and dump out these Fruity Pebbles and I will show you the mess, and then we'll send out the J7 first. Alright guys, well I just spread that out and that was actually a lot more Fruity Pebbles than I anticipated. So you know what, we're going to call this the S9 Plus versus the J7 Plus stress test. Let me go and show you the big mess now. You might be surprised at how well these robots clean. I think both robots are going to do very good. I think overall though this S9 should dominate. You can see a lot of mess on that hard floor. Most robot vacuums are going to have a big issue getting up that much debris. Alright, let's go ahead and start with the J7. We'll see how well it does, and then I'll put down the exact amount of Fruity Pebbles, and we will send out the S9 Plus after and see which one truly does a better job. What do you guys think? Pretty positive the J7 will avoid that poop. What do you guys think the S9 will, with this new update that has the kind of a sensor that will avoid bigger objects, but I just don't know if that poop is big enough for that to avoid it. I hope it is. That'd be great if it is, but I do not think so. Let me know in the comments before the test if you think so. Here's another great thing that Roombas have, and you'll probably see this a lot in this video. They have sensors built in the bin, so when they go over an area and it senses a lot of dirt, it'll go backwards and forwards like you just saw to ensure it picks up all the mess. I'm going to switch you guys over to the different camera. I'll speed this up for you guys, and then once it's done, we'll talk about it and take a look at the job it did. And we will compare shortly after that with the S9 Plus. everybody, the J7 is done with the stress test. Let's take a look at how well it did. So once again, stress test, meaning, as you saw, there's a ton of stuff on the carpet. So it did leave a lot behind, and I'm curious to see just how much better and more powerful that S9 is going to be in this specific test. As you can see, there's actually quite a bit left over. But there's a lot. I'm surprised at how much there is on the hard floor. They usually don't leave this much, even in a stress test. Alrighty, the S9 Plus is done. And as you just saw in the video, it definitely cannot avoid dog poop. It's not designed for that at all, so I fully expected it to run it over. The J7 Plus, of course, is a camera, and that is fully designed to avoid obstacles like dog poop or charging cables. Now this S9 will avoid bigger objects, but once again is not designed whatsoever to avoid that poop, just so you guys know. Now let's check out the cleaning ability, and to me it is night and day difference. There is a little bit of Fruity Pebbles on the carpet, but not much, and the carpet just looks awesome. Now moving over to the hard floor, there is a little bit left, but for the amount that was down, and when you compare it to the results of that J7, it looks excellent. So still without a doubt, the S9 Plus is the absolute king of vacuums as far as deep cleaning, suction ability, navigation. The self-empty bin is still fantastic, 2 to 3 years old. If I were to pick it, and I don't have a dog, so for me, the camera is not necessary. So I would still pick the S9 over the J7 personally. Now, if you do have a dog, and the dog has ever had an accident in the house, or you're worried about it having one, the J7 is kind of a must, because it will 100%, and they even guarantee this, avoid the poop. So I've never had it hit any type of poop, fake or real. And as far as that, it's excellent. The cleanability is also excellent. It's a really good robot. Yes, this was a stress test. And you can tell both of these robots to clean this area twice. And most likely it would look really good from both robots. But this is just for fun stress test. And based off this test, the S9 absolutely destroyed the J7. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that, if you'd like to see any other test. And I do have a special video coming up where I put the J7, the S9, the i3, and the i6 Pluses through a mega crazy stupid stress test. And that should be a fun little video where they all clean at once. And we'll see if any of them are going to air out, how they react with multiple bins set up. And it should just be an overall pretty cool little video. So be ready for that. That's going to be pretty soon. And I thank you guys for watching. If you have any other ideas you want to see with these iRobots or any of my other 45 plus robots, let me know in the comments. I do plan also to do some crazy video with all 50 plus robots. But that is just, I'll be honest, the amount of work to set that stuff up is insane, and I just don't have a lot of free time right now. So if you appreciate these types of videos, they do take a long time to do, and I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing. And you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in the next one.